There's not enough hand sanitizer in the whole of Japan to clean that act up.
Every time they've had the ball, someone's dropped it.
So there's the people who don't know me and they're like, whoa, that was so quick and stuff. But then there's people who know me and it's like, it was nothing, to me it was nothing special or ridiculous. I was just having a chat.
What Sarah say to you at half-time then?
To be honest, like, have you ever been Pukana'd before?
Yes, once or twice.
Yeah, it was more the eyes.
From podcasts in Latvia to Welsh language TV shows, the requests have been piling in for Ruby Tui.
It's given her a lot of choice. So, being recognised on that world stage, I think after the first day they had 5 million views of that video. For the next month, I'd be getting 5 to 20 media requests a day for her.
Her engaging, funny, real interviews at the Tokyo Olympics showed finally there's an opportunity for women to start making hay off the field, just as their male counterparts have for generations.
The great thing about women's sport is they don't have all the red tape that maybe men's sport has, the multi-year, huge money value broadcast deals or these long-standing sponsor deals. They have a bit more flexibility to go out and try something new. So I encourage brands to be bold. Hey, use this as a platform to learn, to grow.
Women have been used to sell the game and various products for years. Thankfully, brand marketing's come a long way, and research now overwhelmingly shows that fans will back and buy brands who align with female athletes and show a commitment to gender equality in sport. Brands are urged to be bold.
If you're a parent of a teenage child or something and you want to know who are they following on their social media to be inspired by and stuff, if you have any of the Black Ferns women and you look at what their content looks like, it's safe, authentic, inspiring content which you would love your child to follow.
The players themselves are seen as more accessible than perhaps their male counterparts. And you can feel it within these players. They're always the first to put up their hand to do an extra media interview or stay late after training to talk to kids, have a photo, because they just love being part of this and it's all new and exciting. So I say to brands, leverage that and use that creativity.
In that sense, for some of these newly minted professional players, nothing changes, even if there are a few more microphones around these days.
Professionalism doesn't necessarily mean that you're paid money, Professionalism is an attitude, and you never know who's watching you, you never know who's looking up to you, and you're always a role model for someone. It's really cool, I think, also just because we're women and we're used to being role models for sisters, daughters, nieces. I think it comes a bit more naturally to a lot of the contracted and even some of the non-contracted girls who are within this group as well.
Former players can see the attitude shift among brands, sponsors and the public. They're admiring of how the current crop are navigating their growing profiles.
I would have been terrible. I did my first interview when I debuted in 1996 with Bernie Cahill, and then I had to ring up Sky TV and get them to cancel it because I'd been naughty on the interview. So you can imagine if I was a young player in today's environment, it would just be a real challenge because I was not ready to grow up, let's put it that way. So I just look at these players with so much pride that they're able to act like leaders and be authentic and well behaved with so much scrutiny on them.
But there's some words of caution too.
I think what we need to do is be careful of how we must educate the players. Educate the players about contracting, educate the players about what they should expect, what they can negotiate and what they need to do underneath their contracts, because they've got to start looking at rugby as it's their job. They're an employee, they've got to act like an employee.
Without using the kind of overused authenticity word, I think that's exactly what you need to be. You don't want to be partnering with brands that you don't believe in. We would never have any of our clients partner with, a product that they wouldn't use themselves or something like that.
They are authentically themselves, but rugby's new professionals, new influencers perhaps, are willing to wear the responsibility that comes with reward.
Yeah, I feel very overwhelmed with gratitude that it was our path and our destiny. But at the same time, absolutely, it's a responsibility. And it's kind of that whole role model thing, right? Like, if you achieve and you inspire people, a lot of people at once, you become a role model. You don't get to say whether you want to be one or not, and whether you deserve to be one or not, and whether your antics on the weekend reflect that you are or not. You just become one. So we just became responsible for women's rugby, really.